Salutations, all my friends. Happy Friday. Let me get my computer going and the volume down. Oh, I see Francis Hill and Jalen. Nice to see you. And Sandy, so missed you. Come hang out with us all the time. Bella's Treasures and Val, and I see Carrie and Chrissy. Kathy's here. I see myself too, yes, and I know we'll probably have other people pop in. So I want to know in the chat if any of you guys have any exciting Mother's Day plans this weekend. Is anyone going anywhere? Have any special exciting things that you know of? Maybe there's surprise stuff going on. For me, I actually, on Mother's Day, will be traveling to New York City. It was last weekend, I thought Caroline's graduation was, and then the little banquet, but it's actually this weekend. I got the date wrong. So yes, on Mother's Day, I will be traveling on the road to New York City. So I told everyone to do it Saturday night, do whatever they have planned. So anyways, any of you that are new here, I am Curry, and I am with Chicos Necklace Boutique, and I do part-time sales here on District. I have obviously a couple live sales Monday and Friday night, typically 9 p.m. Eastern time. I live in Pittsburgh. Just general live sales or live shows. But of course, I also have a profile too, like a, profile under me that has a lot of my clearance items and, stuff that's already come to auction several times. So if you don't follow me already, I bet you'll be able to tell somewhere up here in the, corner if it gives you a choice to follow me. That's probably because you don't yet. But then you can be notified of when I have shows or whatever. If I sound stuffy, it's because I am. I started getting a cold Wednesday night, and all day yesterday I was in the bed. So I'm mostly better, but I'm not perfect. So nobody has a single thing about Mother's Day excitement. Nothing. As I mentioned in the description of this live, I'm doing a haul tonight. So a haul really it's me just showing you a haul. Now it's more about me showing you the stuff and less about the buying, but I am offering everything up to purchase. So I will be running auctions for all of them, but most of them are pretty pricey. Don't know how some of them may be in your price range, but please feel free to just be here and watch. You don't have to feel pressured to buy or anything like that. Hi. Lots of beautiful stuff, a big variety of some things. Let me give you a little heads up here. You can see some of the items that I'm bringing. So these were for several thrift stores and antique stores. And I honestly, when I buy things, I bring them home and I end up putting them in a bag, and then I add other stuff to the bag, and then I keep adding, and then everything ends up jumbling. And so I can't tell you which trip was what or where or when, but I do know that they're hauls. So that being said, so that's what we're doing tonight. For those of you that don't know, I also do part-time sales on eBay under the same name, Chicos Necklace Boutique. There I usually have more of my higher end, precious metals, gemstones, more valuable costume jewelry. A lot of the things tonight will end up going onto my eBay page, but I'm going to offer them to you first at a discounted rate before they go up. So let's see, what else do I want to tell you? I did, since it's Mother's Day, I did do some Mother's Day scrambles, so we can work on that. And for those of you who don't know as well, I also have a YouTube page that's also called Chicos Necklace Boutique. And there is over 180 videos on there of unboxings, unjarrings, hauls, some educational stuff that if that's kind of your cup of tea, go check it out. Would love to, give you a chance to check it out and see if that's your gig. So, that's all I have to say about that. Anyways, hey, Rachel, how are you? I kind of sound under the weather because I literally just I mean, like yesterday, I was in the bed all day. So as I was just saying, you can check out the items that I'm bringing to auction tonight. A lot of them are pretty pricey just because they do have higher value. But, you know, let's make it tonight about looking at it. I will offer, but we're also just going to look at it. Yeah, with that being said, I think I'll just start going unless anyone has any exciting things. Hey, Rachel, here's my question of the day. Are you back from your little staycation or are you on night number 3? Because I know it was 3 nights, I think. And you got to kind of do your own thing. Her husband had bought her a couple nights at a hotel to kind of get centered and, you know, have some her time. Oh, you just got back. Very good. Okay, cool beans. All right, well, cool. All right, so I guess I'll just start. Here are some heavier filigree sterling silver 925. You can see the mark right back here. Let me turn this on the back of this right here. And I've also tested them. They have a little bit of a curve to them. My battery's dying. I can tell it's not very bright. Does have a little bit of curve to it. So very simple filigree earrings, but they are sort of heavy. I mean, they're not, you know, they're something. Really cute. And these are an $8 start. So I'm going to start the auction now for anyone interested in the kind of curved filigree earrings. So Rachel, are you doing anything exciting for Mother's Day? Or maybe you don't know what's going to happen on Mother's Day. Got 5 seconds left. And thank you for looking. And I'm going to put my very first scramble in here. So these are literally just word scrambles of words related to Mother's Day. So if you figure out the scramble, you're welcome to put it in the chat. And if you guys go a while without some guesses, I'll give you some hints. Okay, that's kind of the deal. So, all right. So let's see, what else do I want to do? Why don't we do a whole buyer's choice thing with all these earrings? These are really pretty. Okay, so this is buyer's choice. Let me pull it up. Oh, I should have blown my nose before I came to this live. I'm sure I sound all congested. Okay, these are all a $5 start. They are all sterling silver. So let me share with you what they are. Okay, so you get to pick one. And I will put 925 backs on these. So these are just crystal, just graduating. They kind of look like pine cones the way that they are here, dangling off of sterling silver studs. And, you know, I've seen them make these into Christmas trees and then put a different piece below it that's like a square, but I haven't seen it like this before. So that's choice number 1, sterling silver. Here's choice number 2 with mother of pearl and a freshwater pearl. And then I know obviously the hooks are sterling silver. I have not checked those little beads, but let's see if they're magnetic. We won't have the ultimate answer, but well, they're not magnetic, but I'm not going to test them right now. But everything else is sterling silver with a very cute pink. You can see that there, mother of pearl. And then, sorry, I have some very simple sterling silver hoops. They are about the size of a nickel. And if you look closely, they say 925 right there on that earring, or on both of the earrings. So that's choice number 3. Okay. So these are, let me turn on my Presidium. These are 925 lever backs. And let me see if these are real pearls. I know they're, ooh, I think they are. That's good to know. I know that the rose quartz is real, but I don't know about the other faceted stones. No, I think the other faceted stones are just glass. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at sterling silver lever backs, rose quartz, pearls, and then faceted glass. Oh, this is not, oh yes, it is rose quartz. Okay, so there you go. Some very cute, kind of oval shaped, purple, natural pearls, kind of with the artisan attachment, there hanging from posts. And then the last one is kind of a filigree open work dangle with a round cabochon there. Okay. And it is, it registers more. It's possibly, it could be tourmaline. It goes up a little bit. Usually glass doesn't give me much of a doesn't register much. So anyways, those are the choices. $5 start, and I'm going to start the auction now for any takers on the $5 choice earrings, all sterling silver. We got 12 seconds left. And Jalen is in for 5. I want to remind everybody that I do have progressive shipping. I have shipped out from last week, but this upcoming Monday, I will not have a show because I am going to New York. So, I may touch base with everybody at the end of the show before anyone leaves and just be like, do you want me to hold on to your stuff until my show's next week so you can benefit from progressive shipping? I may do it automatically because it'll just benefit everyone, but unless someone's in a rush to get their stuff. So anyways, Jalen is in for 5, and Jalen gets to pick a pair of earrings. What will it be? Hold on, I have to get some more rose quartz ones. No problem. There you go. Leave her back. I have to get some more bags out real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I'm gonna duplicate this, and I'm gonna run the auction again. So any other takers, and also anyone who wants to solve the word back there, I'll give you a hint in just a second. And Jalen's in again for 5. I have no idea what Jalen will pick, but I'm ready for you whenever you are. Thank you so much for your bid. The crystal. So you're interested in these cool ones, right? They're pretty fun. At first, I thought they looked too Christmassy, but then I thought, no, they kind of look like pine cones. I think they're okay. I think they could be year-round. Anyways, so I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to start it again while and I will put some 925 backs on there, okay? Jalen. Is that your first name, Jalen? Okay, perfect. All right, I'll get you squared away there. All right, thank you everyone for looking at those. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, here is a hint for our word back here. It's a noun, and it's something that we want to show. That's all I'll say. Okay. Yes. Yes. Jalen's got it. It is appreciation. Right. Oh, gosh. Did you see it? Sorry, I wasn't supposed to give away all the other words. There you go. Appreciation. Very good. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I'll have to do them out of order since I accidentally showed it. That was a mistake. Okay. Well, there's another one going for you. Okay. So, here is a really nice, really heavy Chicos necklace. It's gunmetal, as you see here, with an extender. Without the extender, you're looking at, let's see, 24, probably about 32 inches to the tassel. Well, 32 inches, not counting the tassel. 32 inches of necklace. And this is all hand knotted, faceted glass necklace. They alternate in a couple different sizes, super long. And then it's got a really lovely black glass bead dangle at the bottom. So for any takers of the Chicos necklace, I have a $8 start on it. It's in excellent condition, very heavy, very well made, would go with just about anything. I need to go blow my nose. I should have done that before I started. All right. Thank you so much for taking a look. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to talk about these Heidi earrings, but you got to give me 1 second to go. I should have blown my nose before we started. Hold on. It's just dark in here. I knew you were home, but I was not expecting that. I'm in a show. I had to blow my nose. I couldn't breathe. I have stuff in here. Okay, sorry. All right. So actually the other day I had gone to a local, a different thumbnail. Oh, you know what I did? I actually just took a picture of this whole board, all the stuff that I had on this whole haul in, just to change it up. And it was just a picture of what was actually happening tonight. So just changing it up. Anyways, the other day I had gone to a local thrift store. Actually, it was a consignment store. And I bought 2 pairs of long dangle. Actually, I bought 3 pairs of long dangle Heidi earrings. They were in excellent condition. They were clip back, worth a lot of money. And within about a week, I sold 2 of them. They were just in excellent condition. But they were dangle ones. These are different in that they are, more like a on the ear, not dangle. Oh, sorry, dropping all over the place. But this is what it's looking like. It's probably about the size of a quarter. And then on the back, it says Heidi Doss. Okay. It's these little plastic rubber things have not even been used. I mean, they're like brand new in excellent condition. So looking like that. Anyone knows Heidi Doss? They make very quality, beautiful, colorful jewelry. Quality jewelry. So this is a $21 start for these Heidi Doss earrings. If you go look for comps, they're going to be up in the 50s. Most likely I could actually grab my phone and, well, I don't need to bore you all and do comps every time. You guys know I look all these up before I even do all this, but I don't need to bore you. You guys could look it up yourself. But anyway, it's a beautiful pair of Heidi Doss earrings. There you go. All right. Hi there. I haven't seen you in forever. Pack your bags. I remember you used to come into District. You should pop over here into District. I know you've been to our shows before. Nice to see you. Okay, so I have a really beautiful and Pack Your Bags is Michelle. I remember her. That's right. Yes, nice to see you. Yes, I'm still on District, so you can come over and use your old username, and you'll see me live in the Lilyworks, jewels, Lilyworks, jewels, antiques, and collectibles marketplace. That's where I am. Okay, a gorgeous multi-strand. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand knotted coral bead necklace here. It's made by, let me pull this up, Lucas Lameth. On the strand hang tag, it says LUC, and it also has its mark for sterling silver, which it is. But a really gorgeous multi-strand necklace. And again, when I go on and do the comps, they're, $75 or more. There's a lot of different coral necklaces, but not all of them have 6 strands. So this is a really great deal for a beautiful necklace. It's in great condition. So I'm going to start the auction now. And we have 18 seconds left. Or 16 seconds left. My eyes are terrible. And a hint for our word back here is it's an adjective describing a mother. Okay, so thanks for taking a look there. Okay. Some of the things you'll recognize, like I think I got these from Kathy. I don't know if Kathy's in the chat or not. But these are, in fact, banded agate clip-on earrings, vintage. You can see very kind of, and you can tell the difference between an agate versus, like, let's say a, hold on, let me get my light. Versus a jasper, because agate is translucent, which means partial light can shine through it. You can see how the light can go through that stone. Okay. And of course, banded, you can see some lines in there. And this is actually a carved earring, and you can see that it's been carved into. Very nice pair of earrings, cold, all the things you would expect from a natural stone. They are about 1 and, I don't know, maybe 1 1/3 inches long. And I'm moving them to stage right now. It's an $8 start for any takers on the really pretty. You can see them really close up there. Oh, cool. There you go. All right. Val is in for 8. Okay. They're nice and heavy, Val. But they're definitely older. You can see that from the backs. But a nice pair of earrings. All right. Woohoo. Thanks, Val. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So there you go. And so another hint on this word. It is a compound word, if that helps. It's a compound word. Okay. So I have here, this is actually, I think it's an older style of, maybe it's not an older style, but maybe you could buy different types of these, but like the kind of Pandora snake bracelet I had like a barrel clasp. This one has a regular lobster clasp, but it still has its Pandora hang tag. I have tested it. It does say ale, which is what you would expect it to say. Hold on, let me find the spot. Or just actually the fact that it's got its insignia right there. But this is, did I actually write? Oh, 7.25. And these are one of those charm bracelets that, you know, you can put those stoppers on, so you can buy certain beads and then you can keep them in sitting on top of your bracelet there. But it's a lot of sterling silver. $21 start for this 7.25 inch bracelet for Pandora. Obviously sterling silver, heavy, all the things. Okay, thank you for looking. Okay, why don't we do this necklace? I can't remember who I bought this from. Somebody on District. But this is a super heavy. And at first I thought it was J. Crew because the clasp is very J. Crew-like, you know, with that kind of, I don't know how you describe the clasp. It reminds me of the thing you throw out in the water to save someone. You know what I mean? But this is, so you see, you can see that clasp there. Look at the links, really pretty little floral links. It's a 24-inch necklace. I cannot express to you how heavy this is. So obviously these two ones up here are one-sided, but all of these are two-sided and they're really thick. They're like metal, enameled metal. So this is a really thick necklace. And, but it can be used for, you know, longer layering, because obviously this is 24 inches at its shortest. Okay. But I have an $8 start on that. And you can see it there. We've got this flower has a little bit of pave in it. I tried to Google lens it and I could not find the exact one. It's a very interesting necklace. Okay. Thank you for looking. Okay. What do I want to do next? How about we do some really simple sterling silver earrings. These literally are just teeny little hoops. They are sterling silver. This is probably the best deal of the night. I think I have a $2 start on them. I have another pair of earrings about the same size, but they are 14 karat gold. But these are sterling silver. Oh, I have a $3 start on them. Yeah, and they're the ones that you basically just open your ear and then just like it just clips into the hole. There's a hole, you know, in the actual tube of the hoop or whatever. So $3 start on the little sterling silver hoops. And Jalen is in for 3. I got to turn my fan on. I'm dying of heat. I'm going to go do that. So Jalen's in for 3, and there is 3 seconds left. Let me get her name written down. Sorry if that noise bugs you, but it'll eventually become white noise, you know, like background noise. Okay, another hint on the word scrambling. Maybe I gave you too many letters. Heart is in the word. Heart is in the word somewhere. Okay, thank you so much, Jalen. And these are headed your way. All right. Remember, it's a compound word. It's a word. It's an adjective. Okay. I think we're going to do this brooch next. So I don't have a brand name for this brooch. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Okay, but you can see it's faceted prong set pink rhinestones, as well as, you know, little flowers in the center there. This is what the back looks like. No brand. So I guess officially if the pin goes on, it would go that way. Okay, $6 start and the auction's running now. And you can see a little bit better like that. All prong set, no dead stones, in excellent condition. What did Val get? Looks like Jalen won the sterling silver earrings, and Dawn is in for the Val did the carved banded agate clip-on earrings. That's right. I already got those. They're right here. So that was Val who got these, and then the next purchase was Jalen who got these. And now we're here, and Dawn got the beautiful pink brooch. Thank you, though. It is tenderhearted. You got the puzzle. I'm so dumb. I should have scrolled back. You're exactly right. I was wrong. I was thinking you were talking about the sales, and you're correct. Val got the puzzle. If I scroll back, it'll probably say tenderhearted. Appreciation. There you go. Yes, I just didn't see it. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Perfect. Sorry about that. Miscommunication. No one has anything to tell me about what they're doing for Mother's Day, huh? Maybe you just don't know yet what you're doing. Maybe that's the deal. So pretty, in great condition. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dawn. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, some of these things are a little bit more pricey than others, but I'll show them to you anyways. Please don't feel pressured. This is a beautiful made in Mexico piece. You can hear that sound, that jingle of what silver sounds like. It's a very high ting. It's very distinguishable. But this is a dimensional, you're doing a seafood boil, grilled meat, oh my goodness, a whole event plan. I love that. That's great. You're waiting for a gift from your kids. Yes, that's good. I've lately been telling my husband, don't remind the kids, especially since two of them are away at college. I don't even know if they'd remember on their own. So last year he held off and didn't say anything. And I think one of my sons reached out at like 11:50 last year, the end of the day, to say Happy Mother's Day. It's funny, they're teenagers. Well, actually now he's 21, but anyways, you can see it's dimensional. And then on the back, it doesn't say made in Mexico, but I have seen some other listings that show this brooch almost identical to it. Hey there, Felicia. Thank you. Remember we talked about this and how you had like a necklace or something? And I was like, I have that bracelet. So I'm pretty sure this is made in Mexico, but there isn't a made in Mexico mark on it. It just says 925, but it's really lovely sun pendant. So I found lots of comps on it, but I I started the auction for any takers on that. Obviously, you'd want to put it on a chain, but it's got like a nice long, you know, jump ring already on there or whatever. So 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it. Okay, thank you so much for looking. All right. Well, what do we want to look at next? How about some gold-filled earrings? These are two really pretty vintage gold-filled earrings. And what'd she say? Tons of family coming, cooking something different, waiting for a gift from my kids. Seafood boil, grilled meat, vegan options. Tons of family will be here. Wow, they go all out. I love it. That's fantastic. So great. Hold on. I have a little thing here that's nice to set down when I'm showing multiple things. So let me put this out here. Okay, so these are some gold-filled earrings. These first earrings have, I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you if they're real real opal or a man-made opal. I honestly don't know how to tell the difference, except that you could probably Google Lens them and figure that out. But I do know that on the side of these, it does say gold. Oh, no, on the top of them, it says 1/20th 12 karat gold filled, but I don't have a brand. But they're going to go in the ear looking like this. They're twist backs. So very pretty. And those little swirls and things have little textures on them. And that's probably hard to see in the camera. But there is like texture to those swirls, okay? Prong set for the stone. And then this other one is, I think this one says, might say 14 karat. It's on the side right here. This one says 14 karat gold filled. And it says Amco. Also a twist back. And potentially maybe like tourmaline or something. It kind of almost reaches tourmaline. Definitely registers a little bit on the Presidium. Okay. So those are the two choices. And I'm going to start the auction now for twist back gold filled vintage earrings. Oh, I have to go get my drink. It's over on the other table. Again, I apologize for being snuffly. I'm literally just, I wouldn't say I'm even done. I'm on the second full day of a cold. Anyways, thank you for looking at that. Okay. All right, let me put up another, this is probably going to be too easy. I shouldn't have done a 3-word one because honestly, it makes it too easy because you already know what the second and third words are, and that means you'll guess the first one in 2 seconds. So I should just time it and see how fast you guys solve this one because I know you're going to solve it fast. There you go. Done. I knew it. Because that was dumb because obviously I wasn't going to mix letters with the other. It is breakfast in bed. So that was a pretty stupid one. All the rest of mine are single word ones. But let's move on to that one. Okay. This is a noun. A noun. Okay. So let me show this set. This has got some amber colored glass beads as well as amber colored like acrylic beads, and I've checked to see if they are actually amber, and they are not. I get no reaction from them at all to my black light. But the necklace, which has an extender here, like those are acrylic beads, but that's like either glass or something. Acrylic beads, glass, acrylic beads, glass. But then when you get down here, those are glass. So why would you do acrylic for all of this and then make this glass? Except that it's nice and heavy and it holds it down. But what's going to also come with this set are these 2 sets of earrings. So we have these dangle earrings. These are all glass. All of them, like including the little beads. Okay. Yeah, it has a little bit of shimmer on the black stone above. And then we have some post little dangle earrings here as well, gold tone, that are also glass. So it's for the whole set, both sets of earrings. I'm not displaying it very well. And the necklace, you get those earrings and you get those earrings. I'm not going to bring them all up though, because they're not going to fit on my hand. But there you go. So I'm starting the auction now. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, it's no fun to be sick. And honestly, I wish I mean, I don't even know where I caught it, but I guess just life, right? So the big dangle earrings. Of course, the necklace is like a Y necklace. You can see it comes down to a point and then it makes a Y. And then the regular smaller dangles as well. Okay, thank you for looking. Okay, it is grandmother. Very good job. I don't want to show you on my paper. Well, I guess I can because I'm doing them in order. So I guess I can show you. But there you go. Good job. Okay. I'll wait before I put another one up. Good job. Okay. So how about I do a brooch real quick? This is a lovely floral sterling silver brooch that's marked. And I just brought it to stage. So it's looking like this, very dimensional, very, very pretty. On the back, right over here, you can see it says the word sterling right there. Okay. It has got a, a safety clasp there, but works and functions just fine. And it is about, I don't know, 2.5 inches long. It's a really nice sterling silver brooch. Starting the auction now. Very pretty. I love the dimension to it. And I suppose you could wear it at an angle or whatever direction. I don't know. You'll probably solve that one quickly. Okay, so thank you for looking at that. Okay. I think I'm going to go for this bracelet next. So this is a Judy Lee. This is glass, but it's got some sort of coating on it that kind of makes it look a little bit more luminous, I guess. It kind of looks like it's got banded in it, but I think it's all glass made. They are prong set with a really lovely kind of scalloped scroll frame. And I would consider this link on here to be a book chain link right there. So that's what the back's looking like. It is marked right here, Judy Lee. And so on the wrist, it's going to be looking like that. Very pretty. I'm going to start the auction now. It's a $12 start. And it does have a fold over clasp. Let's see, all of them are prong set. Nothing wrong with it. Got 7 seconds left, looking like that. There you go. Okay, perfect. Thank you for looking. All right. Jewelry, is it, Val? I know that one was too easy. Too easy. Okay. How about a little bit more of Murano? Beautiful Millie Fiori, Italian Venetian hand knotted beads here. This is in excellent condition. I love this color. I don't always see this solid blue color, and it's Millie Fiori beads. Millie Fiori is one of the styles of glass beads that they make where they have all these little flowers that are in it. You can see there. Now this is hand knotted as well as filigree capped, and it's a more modern one. I mean, the place, I guess they still exist at this moment. You could probably go to the Murano shop or whatever. But a beautiful bracelet, and this is 7 inches long. And I have a $19 start on it. But again, it's the blue that I just haven't seen much. It's just such a soft touch. Indifferent for sure. In excellent condition. Got 5 seconds left. So again, all of these were a haul. I always tell everyone about how, whenever I'm showing hauls, it's different than like me doing an unbagging, or different than me just gathering stuff from the jewelry I have, which also could be a mixture of hauls. When I gather stuff for a show, generally for a theme, it could be a mixture of a haul versus, mystery bags or huge lots that I've bought. But this in particular were all things that I personally bought at antique stores individually because I loved them. So anyways, these are some pretty outstanding earrings. And from everything I can tell, it's possible they could be, let's see if I could, I did put some comps on my phone. It's possible that they could be Miriam Haskell. Now, these are in impeccable condition. Now, this is what the back looks like. It's not marked or anything like that, but it's in excellent condition. And it actually goes in the ear like that. So this is the way it would sit in the ear. They're very big, heavy earrings. And you can see it's got sort of a texture there. And then when I first started to look at comps, I was like, well, these definitely can't possibly be Miriam Haskell. They must just be a remake, because I found some comps. Hold on, let me find my phone. Where it had these earrings, but the texture on them looked more like this, where it was exactly the same, but it sort of had this like swirly effect, okay? But then I kept looking, and then I found this one, which has the same texture that this has, okay? That they have marked as Miriam Haskell as well. Now, mind you, that's a brooch versus earrings, but at least I found another Miriam Haskell looking one. Now, again, I don't believe there was a mark on that one either. So I don't know for sure. Oh, Boston baked beans. Love that. I can only guess. Now, I don't find like any other brand. I mean, like, I just don't find anything else out there. Every single thing that comes up is Miriam Haskell. But the key for me was finding the other one that had the pattern that matched this one. So anyways, you could do more research on it, but that's why I wrote possible, because I'm not sure. But I ran the auction now. I have a $32 start on them. They were in immaculate condition. You can see the back there. And there you have it. Boston baked beans. Yum. Okay, thank you for looking. Okay, let me put this one up. Okay. I won't give you any hints at first. I'll just let you go for it. The red bead you have. The red bead I have. Are you talking about all the beads from this necklace? Yes, it is beautiful. It's a Lucas Lameth. It might have been you, Dawn. It is motherhood. Val, you're on fire. It is motherhood. Good job. Good job. There it is. I can't remember who, but there was another Lucas Lameth necklace that I had that someone bought from me. It wasn't this many strands, but they make nice things for sure. Okay, good solution on that. Okay, how about we do... Did I start to pull out something? What did I start to pull out? And then I got distracted. What was I about to pull out? Okay, I think I'm going to do this. Okay, so this is just a teeny little... okay, so it's interesting because on my gem tester, that donut-shaped stone doesn't register much at all. But all the other stones above it register as quartz. Or that one, well, it goes up higher, closer to quartz. And then I believe all of these are very small amethyst beads. And it's got a vintage twisting barrel clasp. So it's just that main donut bead coming down there at the bottom. It's a very simple necklace there. So I'm going to start the auction on the simple little necklace there for anyone interested. $6 start. Okay. Thank you so much for looking. Oops. I might as well do some of these bracelets real quick. I'll do a couple of them. I'm going to run out of room in here. Okay, so this is not, this is just glass, not jade or anything. I did test it on my Presidium. It just shows up as glass, but it's a beautiful purple glass bangle. It is 7 7/4. Yeah, and it's just looking like that. I have a $6 start on the glass bangle. So if you like purple, it's a great little addition to your jewelry. We've got 10 seconds left. Doesn't have any marks on the inside. It's probably about a ½ an inch wide, I'm guessing, approximately. Okay. So there's another word you can work on. And I'll go right into this one. This is a cloisonne skinnier, one of the skinnier cloisonne bracelets. It's 4 millimeters. It's a floral. And it's got, obviously, marks on the inside as well as the outside. And it is a 7 3/4. So I know Felicia, she's always like mixing a lot of these bangles with other things that she has on her wrist. So anyways, I'll start the auction now. But a $7 start on cream color. I don't see cream color as often. Cloisonne bracelet. It is memories. Gosh, you guys are killing it. Good job. Woo! Okay, thank you for looking. I'm just putting that back there to get it out of the way. Okay, let's bring these beautiful earrings. Whoa. I really, from my investigation, I think that these are check. Look at the very old vintage caps on the bottom there. It's got these really pretty stud, little florets there as it hangs down and it's capped there. But the actual glass bead are little rosettes. And when I did some searching there, I found a pair of like check glass bead earrings that were like $45. And I found a couple others as well. But that's one of the things said Murano, but I only found one that said it like that. Most of them said check. But these are super old for sure. Okay, and I'm moving them to the stage. And there is a $13 start. And I just lowered the price, so that's good for Tiffany. And then Jalen's in for 15, and Tiffany's in. Oh, so Tiffany's in for 15. They're definitely unique. Jalen's in for 16. And Tiffany's in for 17. Very nice to see you, Tiffany. Very pretty earrings. Yeah, I love those. And they have a little bit of weight to them. So as you would expect, very, very pretty. Okay. Thanks, Tiffany. And thanks for your bid. Jalen. So that's heading home with Tiffany. Okay. Let me see if I can find this one pre-bid. Okay, we have a pre-bid on this with Tiffany. It's a ring. Let me find it. It's right here. It's a size 9.5. I did just put it in my gem cleaner to try to, clean the backside of the stone because, gook can get like in here and it won't be as clean. So I'll probably clean it again. Possibly whoever ends up winning it. I've had some pre-bids in there. It looks like I had Tiffany as well as Val. But it is, in fact, what I believe to be citrine. As you can see there, it falls in for quartz, okay? And it's got marks right in there. And let me tell you what it says. And it just says 925 and then the letters BA. And this is a size 9.5. So I'm probably going to throw it in there one more time just to get it, because, you just get gunk on that stone eventually. Okay, so I'm starting the auction now. And Val is in for 25. And it looks like the lights are dying out of my light here. I'll have to put some new batteries in it. Okay, so that's going to go home with Val. Now, Val, is that a birthstone for you or something? Because part of it, I can see that it's like dirty from the back. I put it in there once, but I'll do it again. But also because it's a natural stone, you're also going to have the marks in there because it's a natural stone. So just so you know. But it's a really pretty ring. Love it. Oh, your amethyst. Got it. Yes, very pretty. All right. So that's heading to Val. Thank you for your bids. Okay. What do I want to pull up next here? I suppose we could do this necklace. This is a, I believe it's a What's the brand? Hold on, I got to pull this up. Maybe White House Black Market. There we go. White House Black Market is very much like Banana Republic or J. Crew. They're always so well made. Okay. So this particular necklace is, it's reticulating, and it's got like double chain links there. You got your mark for White House Black Market. And then these are, I think that they're glass. Yes, definitely glass. So they're heavier. It's really quite heavy. You've got these little clusters in between these little reticulated station things here that are faux pearls and faceted crystals. It's got a lobster clasp and about a 2-inch extender. And I just want to remind you, whenever I put, like, I wrote that this was 15 inches, it's 15 inches at its shortest point where I'm attaching before the extender. So then you have another 2 inches there as an option. Okay, I'm starting the auction now for the White House Black Market. Very heavy, kind of with some, almost like smoky topaz colored glass beads there. Really heavy and significant. Thank you very much. Okay, I better put another word in here for you guys to solve. You're going through my words so fast, though. I'll have to have some of you guys come up with my next ones. Okay. There you go. It's an adjective. Okay, these are beautiful earrings. And I found a listing that showed these as silpata, but I can't find a mark on them that says silpata. But, never mind. I could not find a listing for silpata, but they do have a mark on them. It's not silpata, it's Pandora, which actually surprises me because I didn't think of Pandora as making like dangle earrings like this. But what it has on the bar is it says 925 Ale, which is the mark for Pandora. And these are, in fact, Kobushan bezel set teardrop dangles there. And I love the wire that it comes off of with its little side flower there. They're really, really cute earrings, Pandora. Very, very cute. So let me pull those up. A little bit pricier, but you'll understand why, and the fact that they're Pandora. And so Tiffany is in for 18. Very pretty. I just love the little flower dangles from it. And Tiffany, you have some of those like beggars beads that you've bought from me before that definitely have some carnelian colors in them that these would look really good with. They'd probably look good with a lot of the jewelry you've bought. You've always have such good taste. Thanks, Tiffany. Okay. You're back in the bed now watching. Okay, there you go. I love it. That's perfect. Set to go. Well, that's what I do when I'm watching a lot of you guys, for sure. Okay, so there we go. Thanks, Tiffany. Okay. So what else do I want to grab here? How about this cute little pin? Isn't this the most precious little pin? It's got all these little enameled birds. We've got like a champagne color one, black, brown, and like cream. They all have little rhinestone eyes. Is the word protective? It absolutely is. Great job. Perfect. Here it is. Look. Excellent job. You guys are so good at these. Perfect. I'm literally gonna run out of words eventually here. Okay. All right. Well, good job, Kim. That's great. So I'll wait a second before I put my next one up. Okay. So I'm assuming that this is Regency Accessories. It came on this pin. I've never taken it off of this. But it's this really cute bird, like sitting on a branch kind of thing. If you like birds, there you go. I'm starting the auction now. It's a $7 start, and Felicia is in for $7. They're just so cute with their little eyes. Oh, one of them has green eyes. Oh, that's funny. The black one has green eyes. That's funny. Very, very cute. So that's going home with Felicia. Are your grandchildren coming over for Mother's Day, Felicia? Any exciting Mother's Day plans, or are they all sticking home with their moms? Oh, a new cap piece. That's right. Well, at this point, Felicia, I would think you'd have more than one cap, you know, with all the neat little pins you have. So cute. There you go. Okay. Let me bring up this extraordinary bracelet. Whoa, I love this. Love, love, love this bracelet. I believe it's Art Deco in design. In age. You can see how the links are attached with rivets on the sides there. And even the kind of etching, the floral etching goes along on the sides as well as the front, but not the back. Okay, so yes to the sides. When I've gone in and looked at a comp for this, let me see what I found. I don't know if I took a picture. Yeah, here's one. There's a comp with the bracelet there, vintage sterling geometric link bracelet. Looks very similar to mine. This is a lot of sterling. And as you can see in my listing, I think I weighed it too. Oh, maybe I didn't weigh it, but I can weigh it for you if you would like me to. I have a starting auction of $38, but let me weigh it so you can see how much sterling is on this bracelet. So 22 grams. It's hard for you to see it, but it says it. But it has a fold over. It's an interesting fold over because it doesn't fold over from one. It like it's centered here rather than it held on to this part, and then you've got the start. It's a different style of fold over. So don't get confused if you get this and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I don't understand how it works. Yes, you're going to have to pull. It just looks different than normal, but it functions just fine. And so there's your beautiful bracelet running for $38. You can see all the fine detail there. This is very, very old. As you can see there, they made things with such quality back then, I tell you. So pretty. And that is 7.5 inches long. So thank you for looking at that. Okay. So, all right. Here's another word for you. You can work on that one. Let me do a brooch buyer's choice. How about that? So these are Crown, Trifari, and Monet brooches. Again, all of these things I'm bringing you tonight are things that I had purchased in an antique or thrift store. What it says? Those links are steampunk. Oh, that's very cool. I love that use of description. Okay, so textured gold tone brooch here. The rivets, that's right, yes. And it says Crown Trifari right here. And so I think it goes on that way. It's sort of got this basket weave effect. So you've got that brooch to choose from. This kind of makes me think of like the Motor Speedway, like they're taking a flag and going like that. But this is also marked with Crown Trifari. It's right here. It's in excellent condition. So you got that. Or I have this Monet piece that kind of looks like circular bamboo, kind of like a wreath. We've got your Monet mark right down here at the bottom in excellent condition. So this is going to be a buyer's choice for $8. And I'm running it now for any takers on the brooches. I think one might be a better deal than the others. One might be a little bit more valuable than the others, but we'll see what people pick in their choice there. So Felicia's in for 8. I have no idea which one she's going to pick because I think you collect Trifari and Monet, the gold Trifari. Okay, yes. Again, it's kind of looks like a flower too, like a basket weave flower. Yes. Okay, very nice. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that and I'm going to start the auction again with those 2 silver tone brooches, both very textured, as you can see, in excellent condition, obviously marked, as I showed you. So we got 7 seconds left. 2 and 1. Thank you so much. Let me put those back. Okay. We shall keep going. Well, how about, oh, these are really cute earrings. Oh my goodness, I love these earrings. These are so cute. These are real pearls. They are sterling silver, and on the back side, it's got 925, and then it has RS. So these are from Ross Simon, and these are gemstones on the side. So most of them fall under, quartz. So it's probably like amethyst, and like that's probably this one is probably like a garnet. It almost comes up to garnet. This is amethyst. Oh, sorry. And then citrine, possibly. Peridot. I don't know where peridot falls. All I know is it's a whole bunch of different gemstones. I don't know. That one probably is amethyst. There's a blue one. But super cute. Well constructed. Light can get through. And they are real pearls. So I'm loving these earrings. Ross Simon. Again, you can Google Lens them and those will pop up. And I'm bringing them for $24. If you see them, they're probably closer to $50 for those earrings. Really beautiful, multicolor, beautiful pearl earrings, 925, with all those prong set gemstones in there. So very pretty. Felicia's in for 24. Super pretty. And, size-wise, I guess they're a little bit wider than a 1/2 inch. So, they're like little, stud, medium-sized studs. Really, really cute. Now, those will go with anything, right, Felicia? Those are really pretty. I love them. Yay for Felicia. All right. Yes, you do. You have lots of favorites, Felicia. I know you do a lot of collection of certain things, but then I also know that you sometimes I think you appreciate simpler jewelry too. And although these are fancy pretty, I think they're nice and simple too. So I love those. I was almost going to keep them myself. How about we do these scatter pins? Look at the beautiful blue, like oil slick, AB. The center stone doesn't have AB on it. It's just a solid color. But they are not earrings. They are, in fact, scatter pins. You can see all those rivets back there. And they're all prong set. A beautiful set of 2 scatter pins. And the starting bid is a $6 starting bid. Felicia's in for $2. I don't have a brand on them. I honestly am not quite sure what brand they might be, but they're really cute. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hadn't started it yet. There we go. Felicia's in for $6. Very, very pretty. And scatter pins are just where you have like matching or pins that are smaller, or they could be pins that are kind of related, that they're similar in some way, like they go with the set. So those are super, super cute. I love the kind of blue oil slick color about them. How do you use scatter pins, Felicia? Everyone uses them different. Some people might put them up at the top of their, collars to use to decorate there on, or you just put them on like your chest on one side of a sweater, kind of spread around. And sometimes people put scatter pins that are different together. And blue jean, light blue shirt. Oh, well, that will definitely work with blue jeans. 100%. That's perfect. There you go. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So let's see where these earrings are. So these are not sterling silver. At first I thought they were. I hope I didn't pay for sterling silver price, because they are not. They are a $2 start, but I did acid test them. Although I am still sort of surprised. I might want to, let me just do a real quick check again. Hold on. Because they look like sterling. They're not magnetic. Hold on one second. But maybe what I recall is that they scratched like a brown, and that's why I didn't test. Yeah, that's what happened. You see it scratched brown. So I know that it's not sterling. Okay. But they are still super cute. They're just kind of like those attached kind of ear, kidney bean style-ish attached hook things in the back with a bezel set, glass rhinestones there or whatever. Could be a cubic zirconia, not sure. But so it's a $2 start for those little dangle earrings. Auction's running now. They go down about, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Okay, you got 2 seconds left. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, I have another ring here that super pretty as well. This one is 8.5 inches. So on the finger, that's probably, looking like that. You can see it is bezel set, and it's kind of set up there on got some little framing around there. And then the mark on the inside of the ring, there is not, there is a mark 925, but it's like lighter. But I did test it. It is sterling. Now, this is not an amethyst. I thought it was. But normally an amethyst would come up. Why did that just turn off and turn back on? I have to let it heat up again for whatever reason. It obviously looks like an amethyst, but it doesn't. It doesn't go up as high as amethyst would. Here, I'm going to bring this over here again. As soon as it stops heating up for me, I had it on. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, come on, buddy. Be heated up already. There we go. Okay, so you see how it moves some? So my guess is it's either cubic zirconia or Can iolite be purple? It might be iolite. I don't know. It comes up into the very beginning of iolite. I'm not sure. But it's not amethyst. But it is sterling silver, and it's actually a really pretty ring. So let me bring that to stage. And I'm starting the auction now. There you go. You can see that I've been testing stuff. My thumb is yellow again. Okay, we got 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it. Thank you so much. Okay. So I have some Honora, I guess that's how I pronounce it, pearls here. This, I found it at a consignment shop, and they just obviously didn't notice the fact that it's marked 14 karat gold on the hook right there. And then I came home and tested it, and it not only is it marked 14 karat, but it's got the mark for H, which is the mark for Honora. I guess I'm pronouncing that right. And then I was able to look online and find ones that were the same. These are hand knotted, kind of these sort of not kidney bean, like jelly bean, oval pearls, I guess freshwater pearls. I don't know what kind of pearls. I don't know the difference between pearls. I have no idea. But so you're really bidding on the necklace because the necklace has got the 14 karat gold clasp, but you're just going to get the stretchy little bracelet with it. It's a little bit lighter than this, but I'm just going to put it in there with it. But the reason this one is more expensive, I have another pearl one thing back there. These are more consistent in size. It might be a different kind of pearl. There's one back there that's multicolor, that's 3-strand with cubic zirconia. It's less expensive, even though it's 3-strand. But anyways, let me pull this up. But that's what my comps are showing me. Pretty pricey. Actually, I saw all the way up into the hundreds for, I guess it's because the pearls are more consistent in size is all I can imagine. I mean, I know different pearls have different values. I'm just not a professional on them. Sorry, I don't know where it went. What happened to you? Here it is. So this is a $58 start, and you're going to get the little stretchy bracelet also. This is 18 inches, 14 karat gold, Honora, Honora. I'm probably butchering that description. But a very simple strand of pearls. As you see there, 18 inches, it lays beautifully. You could bring that around if you wanted. And Felicia is in for 58. But like I said, they are this kind of like oval, kind of watermelon shape bead. It looks beautiful. So Felicia and her pearls, that would be quite an addition for her pearls because I know she probably has some nice ones. So those are lovely. And I did go in and find some comps for, that one. Let's see if I may not have taken a picture of it, but of just where I found the same exact clasp and the ones that were that brand. I'm not sure if I took a picture or not. Well, there's one that's similar. It says Honor a cultured pearl 14 karat solid gold clasp. Except that clasp is a box clasp. In American, it's like $400, but I think this is way overpriced. But it doesn't surprise me that you would find these over $100. So, anyways, okay. So, yay for Felicia! Woohoo! Oh, please help me with the pronunciation. I keep butchering it. I'm looking. Yes, we love the pearls. Okay. Who up there? The gold Jafari. I know I like the pearl studs. Yeah. Was looking for that color today for jeans. Stunning. Oh, Honora, give me a thumbs up. Honora, really? I thought the H would be silent because a lot of times the H is silent. That's why I say honora, like the word honor. It's Honora, huh? Okay, well, I've been butchering that for quite a while. Thank you for clearing me up there on that. Okay, so lovely, beautiful set of pearls there with the extra little bracelet. Yay for Felicia. Now, Felicia, you're telling me you don't already have a pair of 18-inch pearls right now? Or is this for a gift? It is a fishhook clasp. You saw that. Oh, I got to put the bracelet in there. Yes, but not. That's, or not that name or that shape. Okay, these are different. They're oval shaped and they are a brand name and they are gold. So that's exciting. So there you go. Thank you much for that. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Did someone solve this? I thought I saw someone did pronounce. Oh no, that's what someone said. This is how mothers are. It's an adjective for how mothers are. I don't think anyone's gotten it yet. This word has a prefix and a suffix. I'll tell you that. Okay. Let me pull out here some clip-on rhinestone earrings that we're going to do as a buyer's choice. It's so fun bringing out all of these, you know, things when it's a haul, because I just remember all the moments where I bought these things and, you know, where I was and, you know, all that, all the things. So Felicia, do you want me, I know the show's not over yet, but do you want me to hold on to your order until next week? Because I won't have a show on Monday, so I won't do another show until next Friday, but I'll have next Friday, Monday, and I'm happy to hold it and put it together with next week's show, or I can stick it in the mail before I leave. So really, I'm asking Felicia or Jalen or Dawn or Tiffany or Val, your opinion on that. You can tell me. Jaden. Sure, hold on to it. You're good. So you're good means what? Hold on to it? I'm happy to hold on to it. I just want to save you money. Okay. And I don't know if the other ones are still here. Okay. So this word, hold please, no problem. Again, it's got a prefix and a suffix in it. Okay. So here, these are going to be a buyer's choice. No problem. I'll hold on to it, Jalen. Thank you. So that might have been everything. Oh, except if Tiffany is still here. I think she's the only other one. Because I got everybody else. And because Val answered, Jalen answered, Felicia answered, Dawn answered. I don't know, Felicia may not still be in here. Okay. So these are all prong set rhinestones. Not branded. There's no brand on them. That doesn't mean they aren't a brand, but there isn't anything marked on them. Sorry, I'm looking for them. Okay, so here we go. These are going to be an $8 start. So we have these that have like a very kind of deep green rhinestone mixed with just clear. And it's sort of dimensional. You can see there with layers of things going on. This is the construction of the back with all those rivets and things. You can see somewhere in there. I don't see a brand though, but the, the clip backs work fine. So that's one choice. Or I have these very interesting, they've got like, these are like, like emerald cut stones. Like I have an emerald cut ring, that's the cut of it. So these are like some, they kind of look like, what Where's my brain? Amber, but they're glass. This is all glass. So it's got a little bit of an angle there. On the ear, it's looking like that. Okay. Again, no brand. This is what the back looks like there. And then the last pair is interesting. This kind of reminds me of Judy Lee. I don't see a brand though. And for all I know, they could be like, you know, like a, I can't my brain think. You know, like Weiss or I don't know. Could be some other brand. But these are Cabochon stones, a dark blue, as well as some navettes there. Kind of a floral effect. I mean, I have no idea if they can be Juliana. I have no idea. It's not, I don't know. There are things I'm good at finding. I did not find a comp for these. If they are, I guess someone's lucky. So these are an $8 start, buyer's choice. And the auction is starting now. I feel like if any of them are something, this one would be. But I just don't know. So we've got 10 seconds left on the rhinestone earrings. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, thank you so much for looking. Okay, what hint can I give you about this word? The prefix is un. Let me tell you that. The prefix is un. Okay, how about some Judith Ripka? Any of you know Judith Ripka? They are as high quality, very nice jewelry. This is a reversible Judith Ripka pendant, kind of puffy with some texturing on it. And it's got sort of a rope design there. And then it opens up. It's got a safety thing there. And then it opens like that. And then inside of it, it says Judith Ripka, Thailand, 925. And that thing can just come out too. Anyways, I did find a comp for this. So that's what one side looks like. This is what the other side looks like. Judith Ripka is beautiful, high quality, gorgeous things. Let's see if I did find a comp for it. Well, here's multiples of them, 99, 75, 100, 95. They all have some pretty strong value. Judith Ripka is lovely things. So there you go. Pendant that's reversible. I have a $42 start on it for any Judith Ripka fans, and the auction is running now. One side is pave, as you can see there. And then the other side is sort of like a matte textured heart. Got 10 seconds left. The Judith Ripka reversible pendant. Okay, thank you so much. All right, what else we got going on here? How about a nice simple bracelet? These are agates, carnelian. But I believe that these kind of square boxy ones, those are all glass from my recollection. If you'll give me 1 second. Yeah. So these come up almost to the very beginning of agate. Not quite there, but close enough for me to believe it's carnelian. And the center one here that's faceted is actually quartz. It comes all the way up to quartz. So I did test this. This is not sterling silver, but a very pretty bangle bracelet. Looking like that. Whoops, sorry. And I have a starting bid of $7. And I'm starting the auction now. It looks pretty brand new. Not much wear on it at all, in nice neutral colors. There's a little bit of AB coating on some of those square beads that are used there. 4 seconds left. All right. Thank you for looking. I think I bought this from someone here. I don't remember who. Somebody in Lily Works. This is sterling silver. I have tested it, as well as the bail is sterling silver. You know, it looks like chips of, you know, tiger's eye when I look into it. But that must mean it's just a different stone. It may not be tiger's eye because it just has a different look to it. But I think that these are different types of agates. Noteworthy, this stone over here has like a scratch across it. I know it's not a full crack because the line does not come all the way to the end. It stops right here on the top of the, you know, the top of that stone. So I think it's, and it might even be a natural crack that just happened to be there, you know, but it doesn't go, it stops right here and it doesn't go all the way through. That's how I know it's not like a crack. Well, I have tested it, and they do kind of show up as, it does fall in the emerald thing as well as agate. But I wouldn't even know what raw emerald looks like. Does it look different than regular emerald? I can't imagine they would put a raw emerald thing that big because these are huge. You know what I mean? But I am going to look up what raw emerald looks like. Hold on. Raw emerald. Yeah, it does look similar to it, doesn't it? But I can't imagine that they would have put emeralds in there. Definitely has some of the same colors. But needless to say, yes, those fall in the quartz range, as well as that brown stone, which it looks like tiger's eye, but at close up, it's not. It's like something different. So anyways, it's a pendant, pretty big, pretty heavy. You can see how much it fills up the bulk of my hand. There's that one scratch across one stone. I don't believe it's a crack, but I have a $18 start on this, and I'm moving it to stage now. So for anyone interested in the significantly large pendant bezel set setting, I did test them, and you can see it's raw back here, like those stones are more of a raw setting. Yes, the red also falls under a quartz. I thought it could be ruby because it definitely has the colorings of ruby, but it falls under quartz. You can see it there. Hey there, Kathy. How are you? So that's where it falls. Are you back from all of your trips for all of your races and things like that? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Okay, this one is a fun piece. I believe this is also Ross Simon. How many of you remember that Ross Simon store that used to always be in the mall? Now, I did pull this up as a picture of a comp of this. I remember being in a mall and seeing a Ross Simon there. Like, I don't think we have any here in Pittsburgh, but here's a couple comps. That one there, Ross Simon sterling silver multi-gemstone, 110. With that I have like 3-strand chain here, sterling silver. There's another one that says Affinity Women's Necklace, sterling silver, multi-gemstone. But I found one, it says diamonds. So I did actually test, and it's kind of crazy, but it does actually have a gemstone like right there, like right there. Like at the top of each one of these swoops, there's a gemstone. And when I test it, if I can get it to not beep at me, it does actually go up to diamond. So, but they're teeny little diamonds. And they're kind of hidden there. You see, I'm trying to do it without rubbing against the metal. And I'm just so blind that it's so hard. Okay, so shut up. I don't want to hear it. I know I'm blind. I'm not going to keep doing it. It's just going to keep beeping, but it's only because I'm blind. Okay, whatever. It did test as diamond. And then all of these others in various capacities or some type of gemstone. That might be aquamarine. They're all prong set. Amethyst, most like this might be garnet right here. This is probably like peridot and citrine, all the gemstones you would say. So this is a beautiful necklace. It is 3 strand here, triple strand. Looks like that. This is what the back looks like. And then down here it has the marks. It says EA 925 China. Now I have tested it, and I will test it real quick for you guys because I want you guys to know that it's sterling. Because sometimes, and I say this because I don't always trust China. I swear, I get stuff that's marked with China, and half the time it's not even real. So I'm gonna just take an inconspicuous little spot here and do a scratch test of the main pendant, and then I'm gonna come up here and up here on the thing, on these little parts there, it says 925 on one side and Italy on the other. Because they make the fakes out there. We don't want the fakes. I've definitely gotten the fakes before. No fakes, right? Okay, so that's enough. I'm not going to keep going here. Show Kathy. Yes, please show you. Oh, what do you want me to show you, Kathy? Okay, so this was the clasp, and then this was the pendant, both of which, oh, there is one that looks like a race brooch. I forgot about it. So you can see we've got our milky blue, so passes that for sterling. So in this situation, China was honest. Good for them. But it's actually a crown trifari brooch that looks very much like a flag that they swipe, that they move at the thing. Let me run this one real quick and then I'll pull it out for you. Anyways, so a beautiful pendant. I showed you some comps for it. It's absolutely stunning. It is, I believe, how many inches? It's got diamonds in it, some very teeny diamonds, multi-gem. And what else? It has an extender. Freshwater natural gemstone. Why do I have freshwater there? There is no, what is this? I don't know why that says freshwater. Multicolor. Natural gemstone diamond accented pendant necklace, 16 inches. I have a $48 start on it. Moving it to stage now, and then starting the auction. So you can see all of these little guys in here. They're just like reticulating. You can see them in there. They're actually really pretty. And so, again, we have some random diamonds there. A diamond. There's probably about 12 teeny little diamonds in here. There might be one or two up on the bail. And Felicia looks like she gets to go home with that. So it is a, I guess, 16 inch, but you can extend it. So that is just super cute and very nice. So yay for Felicia's getting some nice Mother's Day presents for herself. Very, very nice. Okay, where's my pen? So no one got this, huh? It's un. The word is unconditional. Unconditional. Okay, got to get the brooch for Kathy. Can't leave Kathy hanging. So pretty. Very nice. Thank you, Felicia. All right. So it was this one. It just totally makes me think of like waving a flag at the end stop line. It's not an actual flag. What is that? What did you write? Pleased. Yes, I love it. But this is Crown Trifari. The mark is right here, Kathy. If you wear black, it works. You want to see what it looks like with black behind it? You're right. It will look like black and white. There you go. That's funny. Do you want me to run this, Kathy? It did make me think of it. So yeah, that's the best thing I can do. If you wore a black shirt, you would get the checkered, white and black checkered. That's funny. Okay, because it was a buyer's choice, and these were the two left. But let me pull it up again. And it's an $8 start, and I'm starting the auction now. And I'm sure that's not what it's supposed to be, but I can't help but think of checkered flag. I don't know. That's what came to mind. I know it's not an actual flag, but makes me think of it, and it just kind of swirling in the air. But don't they have other things besides? They have the regular flag, but don't they have other stuff that's just like, what do they have up like that shows like the direction of the wind and stuff? I assume this is the one you want. I'm sure they have other flags. Maybe they're not flags. Maybe they're wind socks. Okay. And this was insane. Oh my gosh. That looked like 2-year-old handwriting. My pen got stuck and then I ended up writing bigger. Okay, so that's my bad handwriting. Then I'm going to write it pretty below it. I promise I'm a teacher. I don't know what happened the first time. It looked like a first grade writing. Let's go racing. That's a really good idea to put it behind on a black shirt because that's exactly, it gives you that white and black checkered. Very cute idea. Honestly, I've never seen a jewelry thing like that. Okay. So these are really cute earrings. I don't know what they're made of because at first to me it just kind of looked like some type of agate because they are definitely, listen, some kind of stone. But when I test it, okay, we're done with these. I don't have any more. Or actually, I have one more, but you'll probably get it in 2 seconds. Go for it. But You can hear that they're natural stone. But, oh, actually, they go up a little bit higher. Usually amethyst goes higher than that because it would go in with quartz. But then that one goes really high. So why would that one go high and then this one go lower? Maybe it depends on which part of the stone I'm hitting. You see? That one goes high again then. So I take it back. I do think it's some type of agate or possibly amethyst. I don't know, Felicia. Can amethyst have little black flecks in it like that? Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. Let me edit this because I do think it's more than natural stone. I do think it's some type of agate or quartz. Okay, why? Yes, retry. Update listing. Do you want to try to retry? No. Agate, done. 6, done. Update listing. No, maybe we had a pre-bid on it. Maybe it won't let me edit it. Oh, because Kathy had a pre-bid. Sorry, I can't edit it. Okay, anyways. So just so you know, these are silver tone hooks. I checked and they're not sterling, but they're a really heavy earring. It's a nice little earring. I'm starting the auction now, and I'm good to know it is at least an agate at a minimum. It definitely falls under quartz for sure. I love this elongated stone. It's very pretty. And then I think this is like a glass stone as well, but it's one like a really long black tubular one, you know? Those are super pretty. I love them, Kathy. Woohoo. Okay, let's see if I can write your name prettier this time. Here, I'll write it in cursive too, as I teach my children. Years ago, we actually used to teach cursive, but then they just don't teach kids cursive anymore. It's so sad, you know? Because they're on the computer all the time, and that means that they can't read cursive. It's a problem. Okay, very nice. That's yours. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so any guesses on this? This is a noun. Okay, this is a very simple sterling silver. Where is it? Really dainty chain. So that sterling silver, you know, it's like a multi-link chain. Like, it's not just simple oval. Sorry, I'm trying to get a little knot out. I need to just undo it. But here it's got a little cherub. This is also sterling, and it has like a little dent right there in the back. Just a teeny little dent. It is, Jalen, you got it. It's daughter. Woohoo, hand clap for Jalen. She solved the last one. Woohoo, you guys got all of them. You're so smart. Okay. Yay, Jalen. Okay. So anyways, that's that. Little cherub, little sterling silver. And I don't think it's a locket. I think it's just a pendant. Anyways, we've got 8 seconds left on that. I got to figure out how you do that, Felicia. If I just type in @ and then their name in the chat, it will highlight their name to make it a live link. It'll do it automatically. Oh, okay. You see, I obviously didn't know about that. I've never tried that. Okay. So here are some Honora teeny little studs. I know that they're Honora because on the bar, I'm pretty sure they are. Hold on, let me look at my listing. Yes, it says it. I have an $8 start on this because on the bar, whatever, when I looked here, it had 925, but that also had their signature H. It's got its original backs on it. Also, let me see what this back looks like. Oh, hold on. That actually doesn't have matching backs, but I can put matching backs on it. But anyways, a brown, it started in 1946. Wow. Beautiful pearl. So these are $8 little stud earrings. Auction running now. $8 start. They are 7 millimeters. If you do jewelry resale and you don't have, this teeny little tool that you can measure like the width of stones, it's a very helpful thing to help because it's how people read, like that's how they'll describe certain widths of bracelets or size of stones or beads. So it's helpful to know that. Okay, one of the first companies to dye freshwater pearls. Okay, well, let's keep going on the Honora thing. Now, this is triple strand. Hold on, let me find my thing real quick. Sorry, my cold is not treating me well. Hold on. Hold on. I was going to Google Lens it real quick. Okay, so here is 3-strand. I know it's Honora. I'm feeling a little bit better, but not fully there yet. I'm close. Because on one side of the clasp, it has that H, and then on the other side, it says 925. And so these are 16-inch, 3-strand, multicolor, beautiful pearls there. And real quick, I was going to pull up. So I don't know what that one is. Multicolor, 3-strand. Okay, well, that was similar to my price. Actually, I think mine was lower, or maybe mine was higher. I don't know. I'll lower mine if it's this case. It's just like a 3-strand necklace, 16 to 18 inches, Honora 925. So you could, in fact, twist it. Like, let me do it here. And it will give it a different look, which is how it is in one of the pictures on this listing. You see how that changes it? So it kind of gives you, that's how it looks there. But then they open it up into regular whatever. But that's the same necklace. That was a $40. I'm going to lower mine because I'm not going to lower it by half, but I will offer it for less. So I'm going to make mine 32. Done. Move to stage. Okay, so there you go. Auction running now. So 3-strand, multicolor, Honora, beautiful necklace there. Beautiful. And a big charm would be gorgeous. You're right. It would look beautiful to put something on there. Or even something like that. Like this is my sterling silver thing there. How pretty would that look, right? I think that would look pretty. But yes, super pretty. Okay, so I actually do have a jade necklace bracelet here. So tempted, I know. A bit short for me. Gotcha. Okay. Well, It's shorter, obviously, when I twist it up like that. But let me remeasure it again just to confirm its length when it's untwisted. Okay. Did I say 6? Yeah, it's definitely 18 inches. Okay. Okay. So I believe that one is 18 inches. Did I say 16 inches? This is actually 18 inches. I can show you. So Felicia, you can look here. So I've got the clasp there, and you can see it goes to 18. Okay. It just gets smaller. Okay, I'll rerun it when it's obviously twisted around. But a really, really nice set. Oh my gosh, all the colors. So let me pull it up again. I love how we're treating ourselves for Mother's Day, because I'll probably be doing the same thing. Hold on, I got to find it. Where are you? Oh, it's because it's already on there. Duh. So I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to start the auction again. So 18-inch, again, sterling silver, multicolor, beautiful, beautiful, kind of oval shaped pearls. But I'll have to say, these are more varied in shape than those white pearls that you bought. These are definitely more consistent in shape. Just saying, just so you know. Okay, so gorgeous triple strand of necklace there for Felicia. Let me get a bigger bag to put that in. Okay. Oh my gosh, Felicia's going to now have some other pearl options. Gorge, gorge, gorge. I agree. Now I'm going to undo this because I don't like to push it too much into any certain shape. There you go. Beauty miss. Okay. This is jadeite. I'm very confident. And then if I even go on and I look at what jadeite looks like, kind of with these kind of black specks, you can see here. I'm sorry, it's nephrite jade, not jadeite. Nephrite jade, which is this second level here. It's got the same with chrysoprase, emerald, and nephrite. But just because it goes there doesn't make me go for sure it's nephrite. You know, like it could also be aventurine. So then I go in and I look, do I see any like specks in there? And I see none. Like, because the aventurine will have a shimmer to it. And so then I also go in and I look at pictures of what natural jade, you know, what jadeite looks like. Hold on one second. And to my best ability, I believe it's jadeite. Of course, I'm not a professional, but let's see if I took a picture. Jadeite. Oh no, nephrite jade. Sorry. It's, I keep saying it wrong. It's not jadeite. It's nephrite jade. Sorry. So here are some examples of some nephrite. Hold on, I just lost my thing. Hold on. So they can be different variations, some darker ones, some lighter ones. but it's definitely nephrite jade. Come on, let me zoom in. But you get all these little variations inside there, very similar to what you'll see inside here. You see those little, hold on. And again, you know, look at these prices for a lot of these, some being more expensive than others. But this is probably pretty close to what I have. Pretty similar in size, and that's still $150 itself. And I didn't put a price on it nearly that high. I must have seen some others that were lower. Then there's some really, really expensive ones. There's a 136. There's a 110. Then you have one down here that's $30, and that's what ruins our comps, you know? So anyways, let me run that. And I'm going to start the auction now. It's 8 inches. Too big for me, but it's 8 inches. So I don't know if that size-wise, it's 8 inches. Okay. Some might call those baby teeth. What's the baby teeth? Oh, you mean on the pearls, they call those baby teeth? Is that what you're saying? Thanks for looking at that. Okay, so I ran that. I've got those 2 left. Let's do some Millie Fiori here again. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, they do look like that. Okay, I want you to see the bead size difference here. This Millie Fiori, the beads are bigger. Okay, these are little teeny ones. Now, they're not graduating. They're the same size all the way around, but this is a hand knotted, capped, definitely vintage with your vintage twisting barrel clasp there. I believe it's 28 inches, but it's a smaller bead. It's very interesting. I honestly never see this size bead. Usually I might see it if it's on a graduating necklace, but this has all of these really little ones. This is sort of the standard size that I'm used to seeing. Okay. Yes, and this Millie Fiori necklace is, I think it's about 28 inches, but I have a $55 start on that for any takers. And of course, I can put it up here on the neck and let you appreciate it. There you go. All right, so thanks for looking at that. Okay. I have here a very pretty, now I'm not familiar with this brand. It's got like this heart there. Maybe one of you will be familiar with it, but it's got a JN. And I don't think it means Jones, New York, because it's underneath it, it says 925. And this is all sterling. This is a paperclip sterling link necklace. And this is druzy down here. And it does actually, druzy should show up as quartz, and it does. Okay. So there you go. It's just got a little druzy pendant there. But yeah, it's a really cool chain link. But I just don't know what that stands for. If anyone knows. I tried to find something, but I couldn't. But anyways, I have an $18 start on it, which is an incredible deal because it's a lot of silver. It's a heavier, simpler necklace. And of course, it's got an extender on there too. So Amy is in for 18. She probably knows what the brand is, and it's probably worth 3 times what I'm asking, but good for her because I just don't know what it is. So she might be able to fill me in. A really lovely paper clip. It's thicker, but yet still dainty. And so Amy won that auction. It does have a 2-inch extender here. Amy, do you know what that, you don't know, you just love the druzy. And it's it's really well made, okay? It's solid. And because it's gray, it just matches everything. So that's super lovely. Great, great choice. And for $18, like I already did weigh it. It's 10 grams. Well, and mind you, however many grams of the druzy, but it's quite a bit. So it's a good pickup there. Thanks, Amy. Okay, perfect. We're going to keep going here. I don't have a ton left. We actually have done pretty well here. Again, this was a haul, so I am offering these things, but the things that I don't end up selling tonight will end up going up on my eBay at a higher price for sure. All right, I do have these 14 karat gold earrings here. They look very similar to the earrings I showed earlier tonight that were the sterling silver ones. But if you look really closely on your loop, on the little thing right here, it says 14K. And then I also acid tested them, and they are in fact 14K. Hold on, I'm looking for it. It's kind of underneath on the under part. Yes, it says 14K. And that's what it tested as. So when you look at the cost of gold these days, gold is pretty expensive. Boy, the most expensive I'm used to, like, wow. So this is an incredible deal here. Yeah, 14 karat gold, beautiful little teeny loops there, hoops. You know, when you put the bar in the little holder of the thing. So Amy is in for 19 and 18. Jalen's in for 19. All right. And that's going with Jalen. Nice. Teeny little gold hoops. That's a great price. Wow. I tell you. I don't know how many of you were here. Give me thumbs up if you were here the other day when I told you about turning in all my sterling silver and gold for scrap and how much I earned. If you haven't selected follow, please do. You'll get notifications when Curry is live. There you go. Thanks, Felicia. That is helpful. Okay. So how many of you, give me a thumbs up if you remember, because this is really touching on the whole fact of the value of gold, how much I traded in I had a ton of sterling, but I had quite a bit of 14 karat gold, and I also had 10 karat and 18 karat gold. And I walked away. Oh, you must have dozed. There you go. With $791 of scrap trade-in for cash. And I had, now mind you, I did it with a friend who probably gave me a little bit better rate because I know her and she has a business. But mostly I had sterling, and the sterling value of it was way less insignificant. The thing that had the most value was the amount of gold that I had. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I don't know if I wrote it in here. Oh, so there you go. That was the trade-in I did. 160 grams of sterling, 4.5 grams of 10 karat, 10 grams of 14 karat, 1.3 grams of 18 karat. And that's how much I made. Can you believe it? No problem. Are you asking about these, Amy? These beautiful, okay, yes. And they've got a little bit of curve to them. They're really pretty. And they have a mark back here of 925. That's a great deal for those sterling because it's actually quite a lot of sterling. It's pretty heavy. Okay, Amy? So it's a great deal. Let me rerun those. No problem. Duplicate. Really, $8 is like a steal, but I think I got them for a really good price. I think I got them 75% off, and that's the only reason I can bring them to you for that price. Move to stage. Okay, and I'm going to duplicate them. Open work, there you go. And I'm starting the auction now. So Amy's in for 8. And these are about a little bit over an inch in length and just normal hook things. But, you know, it's pretty, this part of it's pretty decent. It's pretty much pretty good weight. So that's a good pickup there for $8 for sure. So yay for you. Little gift to yourself, Amy. Okay. Every time I write the last part of your name, it makes me think, and you can tell me if I'm not the first person who says this, but my kids, my boys used to read Percy Jackson. And I don't know why. It always makes me think of Percy Jackson when I write the part of your username. Anyways, there you go. I will put some new little, they might actually have new rubber backs on there already. And just so you know, unless they're earrings that have backs that came specifically with the earring because it has the brand on it, or they're backs that are really good condition, but they're matching, I'll usually leave used backs on there, but clean them. But if there were backs that looked terrible and had no value because they weren't sterling silver, I'll usually chuck them and put new backs on there. And a lot of times with these hook earrings, I'll chuck the old plastic ones and put new plastic ones on. So when they come to you, just know it's got some newer ones on there. Okay, so it looks like I have about one. Oh, I accidentally doubled that twice. Okay, so I don't need that one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 items left. So if any of you are like came in late, or you know, take a look at my store for sure, because this is your opportunity to go check out other things I've already run tonight before you miss the chance. Yeah, this is very old. It's on an old chain. It looks to me to be gold filled. I don't see marks for gold filled, but it just looks it. I'm looking. But I just don't see. Oh, I do see it. It's on the clasp, or on the little jump ring. You see, I'm not crazy. When your instinct tells you something. Hold on. I got to see what it says. It says Bates. What does Bates mean? I have no idea. You guys ever heard of that? Bates? Looks like it was like resoldered or something. Maybe that's why I can't read if it's gold or not. Oh, can I run the floral rivet bracelet? This one? It's really beautiful. The Bates Motel, that's right. This is absolutely stunning, Amy, I'll tell you. And look at the beautiful rivets on the side. And if you look here real close, it's got also some of the texture from the filigree. And I haven't fully cleaned this. It obviously is sterling silver. I want to make something noteworthy. The clasp is very different because normally it's like a fold over where it's on one side and you loop it around. This clasp looks different. Hold on. Because it comes from the middle of it. like it's connected. Hold on. Unattach yourself. Here, like that. It's a very different attachment than what I'm used to seeing. So just so you know, when you're trying to undo it, don't go crazy. You just want to come up to this end and then just lift that with your finger, okay? But it attaches really well. It's beautiful. Let me pull that up. Okay. Duplicate. Move to stage. And it has a $38 start, and the auction is running now. It's beautiful. Most comps I found, I think I found a comp for about 50, but then I found another comp for like higher than that, like closer to 70. But it's just so like vintage. I just love it. It's so nice. 7.5 inches. You will love it for sure. Very, very nice. You have good taste, because that's my taste. I love it. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Amy. I love it when, I can picture myself exactly where I was when I picked this up in an antique store. And I love sending it to people who I know appreciate all that beautiful vintage jewelry. Makes me happy. So there you go. Yay. Okay. Yes, it's very unique for sure. Okay. So, but yeah, can you believe I got $791? Isn't that pretty incredible? It took me a long time to accumulate that much, but anyways, I might need to hold off on running this. I did acid test this. I acid tested this as well as the chain, and my gut instinct was that it was gold filled. Yes, I can rerun the Judy Lee, no problem. I'll do that next, D. But at first I thought, well, maybe there's a chance that's a ruby, but it's not a ruby. And that, because it's not an actual gemstone, that's what makes me feel like it's not like, this is just glass. You see it barely moves. That teeny little pearl in there, I honestly, I don't know if it's real or not. It's very small. You can see the little details of that necklace there, but I think I need to double check and make sure this isn't like 10 karat gold or something. So I'm going to hold off on running that tonight. I did test it once, but now I didn't see that mark. And now that mark's all smushy. This is a great value. Oh my God, I can't believe I actually put $12 on it. But I did find a comp for it. It is signed Judy Lee. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, regarding your bracelet, this is a thicker one. It isn't exactly the same, but that was in a different country, 135. I don't know what that translates to in America. That was the comp that I had showed everybody. I thought that, let me run this again. Let me Google lens this again. I'm pretty sure I found a comp on this. Hold on one second. Gosh, that is so terrible. Judy Lee, vintage bracelet, glass stones with, yeah, this is just costume jewelry. Yes, the comp is not that. That's why I didn't have it. The comp was like $22. But that's what the back looks like. And I think it is glass, but I think I had this for 12, which is incredible. It's in great shape. Here is your Judy Lee mark right there. You can see that. Let me find this so I can rerun it. Okay, so I'm duplicating it and I'm starting the auction now. For anyone interested, D is in for 12. Looks like that. They're all prong set, but they also have those kind of like little frames around them, kind of scalloped frames. And the gold tone looks pretty darn fantastic, D. So it looks like that awesome bracelet is going home with you. Yay. Okay. Let's see if I can full. Oh, I can. Okay. Yay, I love it too. That's awesome. Thanks, Dee. That's great. Okay. Okay, let me keep running some of my other items here. I have some earrings here that are going to be a buyer's choice of some really beautiful studs. So let me do that one next. Okay. Okay. These are gorgeous. These are really beautiful. I have a $14 start on them. Buyer's choice, pick one. But let me show them to you. So this first one has a double halo around it. When I still believe it's cubic zirconia, but it definitely moves. It kind of sometimes goes almost past glass. So maybe it's possible it could be like a clear a clear iolite. I don't know. I have no idea. But again, double halo prong set, and then the back says China DBJ925, whatever that means. It needs a little bit of a cleanup. So that's choice number one. Okay, choice number two looks sort of similar to them. I don't know if these are real opal or man-made opal. I don't know. I guess if it's a more quality thing, we'll know, or if I can find a comp for it. But on the back, it just has 925. It doesn't have any maker or anything like that. I did look for a comp for those and found something that was very similar in the setting. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if I kept a picture of it. I don't keep a picture of every single thing I take a picture of. Yeah, no, I didn't keep a picture of it. Okay, so there are those. That's choice number two, but they are sterling silver. And then these are super pretty. These are also, look at this setting in here. These are also marked, I think they're marked 925 on the, I'm not sure where they're marked 925. If they're not marked 925, they are. I would have tested them. So just so you know. And I would put new backs on there. But look at how pretty that little setting is on that. And those, again, are cubic zirconia. Again, getting sort of the same reaction as these give you. So they're $14 buyer's choice, which is a pretty incredible deal considering those are more significant in size. There you go. For any takers on those. Auctions running now. some larger studs that probably are about a half an inch. These are probably the smallest ones, but they're so pretty. I mean, look at the sides of them. They're so pretty. And Amy's in for 15. And D is in for 16. Oops. Okay, so D will get to pick first, and I will rerun it in case whatever's left someone's interested in. And so D says that she would like the opal, please. Okay, and I want to make sure you know, I don't know if it's man-made opal. It definitely is. I mean, I just, I don't know. I know that it's real sterling. I know that they're that the stones in there are all prong set. They're not glued in. So I just don't know, but they're beautiful. And I'll put some sterling silver backs on them. There aren't sterling silver backs on it now, but I will add them. Okay, so that's D. Thanks, D. And I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to run it again. I'm taking the opals away. And so we've got the double halo, and we've got the really pretty filigree, both all cubic zirconia. Amy's in for 14. Two and one. And so those are your choices right there. Two very pretty earrings. The filigree. Oh, I love them. And Amy, I will throw away right now. I'm going to do it right now. These ugly backs. And I'll put some, I mean, the ones I have won't be these ones with these discs, but I will put some sterling silver backs on them. Okay. Just so you know. But aren't those beautiful? I love them. Love, love, love. Okay. Thank you, Amy. I'm going to duplicate that, and we'll run it one last time for the double halo earrings there. Okay, and it's running now. 15 seconds for that. And so this is Amy. I'm just writing Amy. I'm being late. I'm being lazy now. Okay, no worries. I got you. I got you covered. Okay, so filigree for Amy. I may also put them in my cleaning machine and make them, because nothing in here is going to get hurt by me putting it in my super awesome cleaning machine. So anyways, thanks for that. Okay, so we're going to take those away. Thank you. All right, so I know I haven't run this yet. This has a made in Mexico on it. It says EFS Mexico 925. That's what it says on the back. And when I ran comps for this, many of them came up. I probably took a screenshot of it, but I'll just... No, I don't want that. I want this. There you go. $70, $62. Yeah. Some other country's thing. But the point is 70 and 62 were mostly comps that I'm comparing it to. But obviously I'm bringing you a better price than that. I'm offering it for $28. Yeah, beautiful, cute. It's got functional safety clasp here. Let me put it in. Works just fine. And I'm going to bring that to stage, and I'm running the auction now. It's got little kids holding hands with a heart inside. I'm sorry, this makes me think of Charlie Brown with his shirt with the zigzag. Anyways, a Mexico little brooch there. Okay. And then I have these I don't know what brand this is. I've never heard of this brand that's called Kensi, Kensi. These are like those little ear climbers. I guess the studs go in like this and then it hooks on your lobe somehow. I don't know. I don't understand how to wear these. But they're not like real gold or anything. And I think I did test them against. I think I tested it and they were like brown or something. I don't remember. But anyways, I'm not familiar with this brand. And I literally just have them as a $3 start. And if they are something, then the person who wins them, I guess they're lucky. But I've just never heard of them. So we've got 17 seconds left. And they actually, I think, go in the ear this way somehow. Around the lobe-ish, going on like that. I don't know. Okay. All right. Thank you for looking. Okay. So I have this interesting. Okay. So this is a really interesting thing. It is this. What I don't know that this is leather, but it's some leather-like at least. But I do know that the edge of this is sterling because there's marks right back here. And it says, BANSE. Maybe? I don't know. What? Or WHAI, maybe 925. I'm not sure, but that's marked. But then in addition, you've got this, pendant. I think that this is like some type of jasper, maybe like an ocean jasper. I don't know. They make lots of different kinds, or the earth makes it. I did test both the pendant part and the bail, and it is sterling silver. So that, if you call that a torque, I guess. I'm running it $32 for the torque and the pendant. Obviously, the pendant could go on something else. It doesn't have to be on this. Or I'm willing to sell them separately if you're interested in just the pendant and not the torque. So that is running, and we've got 2 seconds left. Okay. These feel like some sort of natural stone bead. They're heavy, like they are. But when I tested on the Presidium, they like barely move, which makes me think, were they like a man-made bead that was like in, you know how they make those beads in like Africa trade beads? I don't know if that's what that would be. I have no idea. So I'm literally just offering it for, what do I have? Like $5. I have no idea. So more power to you if that's something. But it's 2 strands of that on a cord. And we've got 15 seconds left. And D is in. I did find some African trade beads that look similar to it. So I'm not sure. But they're cold and they're heavy. They're definitely not an acrylic. So if you want to use it to repurpose it, I don't know. They're pretty interesting looking beads. So thanks for your bid, D. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. So this is more like sort of a satin cord, I guess. It does have a spring ring clasp on there. I didn't bother to show you all this. And the length on it was 28 inches. There you go. 28 inches. I couldn't remember if I included that or not. Okay. There you go. Thanks so much. Okay. Let's see. I think this is Sarah Coventry, and I know that because it says it right in here on both sides. It says Sarah Cov there, and then it also says Sarah Cov there. Okay, and I have run a comp for this. This is just a bangle, clamper or whatever. And I don't know if I measured the size, but I can get my thing to measure it. Looks like I didn't. This is about 7 inches, a little bit longer than 7 inches. Okay. So let me add that. Okay. So I'm moving that. And it's a $7 start, and I'm starting the auction now. The gold tone looks great. Yeah, it's got a little bit of domeness. You see that there? So like the little metal is like hollow inside, if that makes sense. So, and this is kind of smaller. A lot of times these bangles are really, really big, but it sort of fits me a little bit, sort of, but it's in good shape. So thanks for that, Dee. Let me get a bigger bag for you. Okay. Amy, I think you came in a little later after I said this, but I normally have a show on Fridays and Mondays. But this Monday, I'm going to be out of town. So I'm not normally I hold everyone's items from my Friday show into my Monday show so people can benefit from progressive shipping. And then I ship everything out on Tuesday. But I'm going to be out of town for my Monday show. So I was just going to hold on to everyone's and then just do my shows next Friday and Monday and then ship next Tuesday. But I'm happy to ship yours before I leave to go out of town if you'd rather me ship it. Or you can, if you're not in a rush, you can save in shipping. And then if you wanted to pop in and check out what's going on in my shows next week, it could benefit you. So if you're still here, Kathy, you too. I don't know if you're still here, but I have a couple things for you. I'm happy to hold on to it. But Amy Pernisi, if you're still here, you can let me know. I could also message them. So, all right. So at this, I got this one. Oh, I've got several to do. I got 3 items left. So this is just the wider 8mm bangle. That's the cloisonne. It's got beautiful floral inside there, as well as the outside. This is 8 1/4. And I have a $10 start on that beautiful white cloisonne bracelet. It's in great condition. It actually looks a little different than a lot of the other cloisonne things I see, because usually I see like a seam on that side and a seam on that side. This just looks a little bit more unique. We've got 5 seconds left on that. And thank you for looking. And then I have these Judith Ripka. Everyone knows how fancy Judith Ripka is. I actually need to Google these because I think it's vermeil. Because if it had gold, it would say 14 karat gold because it's got silver tone and gold tone, but all it says on the inside is 925, which tells me, because it would also say 14 karat and it doesn't. It just says 925. Judith Ripka, 925, Thailand. So that tells me that it's, vermeil. But, we all know how valuable, or maybe we don't all know, but Judith Ripka jewelry can be very valuable. And I don't know if I found the exact comp, but I found ones very similar that are probably in the $150 range. That's what her jewelry kind of plug in my charger before my phone dies. Okay, y'all can hear me okay? Okay. Let me see if I can find. Yes, okay, good, thanks. Let me just snap another quick picture. There we go. Now I found the exact comp. Sterling silver, Judith Ribka. I think this comp's going to say 100. Are you going to pop up or what? It's taking forever. I think it's the first one because it's not these. Although all that you can see how pricey Judith Ribka is. Look at all of those comps. I own these right there. I don't need to look at them, but I think they're listed on my eBay page. Okay, you see, it's this one. Yep, $94 for those same ones. Just as I expected. What other? Here it is again. They're Omega backs, so you have like the back. It goes in pierced, and then that presses behind it. All the beautiful texture. Judith Ripken stuff is such quality. With all the textures, the rope twisting, and all the sort. This says Judith Ribka Outlet. I didn't know. Maybe that's not real. Never seen Judith Ribka Outlet. Ruby Lane. I don't know what Ruby Lane is. Never heard of you. Go away. Here we have Etsy. There's the same ones. And they sold. So that's a good sign. Because they sold. Great. Okay. What are you scamming me? $75. That's good to know. Okay. So there you go. But mine are, they sold for 75. Okay. I'm going to lower mine to 62. I had 68. I didn't see a comp that low as 75. I only saw the 90s. So I'm going to lower mine to 62 for any takers on the Judith Ribka hoop earrings. There you go. Very well made. Quality jewelry for sure. And we've got 8 seconds left. Lovely. And thank you so much for looking. Okay. I think there's and there's that necklace that I was going to hold on to and not run because I wanted to do a little bit further testing. So did anyone else take a look in the store? Does anyone want me to rerun anything? I've now gone through all of it. I'm going to just give you a little visual of the things that are left in here. We've got the jade bangle and the glass bangle and the cloisonne bangles. That was a Monet. We had all these prongs set. It was buyer's choice. The floral brooch, sure. The sterling silver floral brooch. It's very pretty. And so then this was like heavy. This is like metal. This was White House Black Market, but it was a pretty incredible hand knotted, faceted smoky quartz with a tassel at the end. So that was super nice. Judith Ribka reversible there. And then I had this little amethyst with another gemstone donut. This was a little teeny little cherub, sterling silver, Mexico, sterling silver brooch, Pandora, snake chain bracelet. And then the earrings left from our buyer's choice with the double halo, and then the beautiful dimensional sun. This was that set with some of the glass and acrylic beads. These were the little $2 earrings, I think $3 earrings. This is the beautiful LUC, I guess the Lucas Lameth 6-strand coral necklace, sterling silver bezel set, I guess types of agate, jasper, whatever. These are, sorry, hold on. These were signed, Heidi Doss, barely ever worn clip-on earrings. I had the beautiful, this is not amethyst. It's either cubic zirconia. I don't think it's plain glass. It's at a minimum cubic zirconia or some other, but it is sterling silver. It's a pretty heavy ring. These is Honora studs. I had the Murano Millie Fiori bracelet. I had the Buyer's Choice gold-filled earrings. One was 10 karat gold, or one was 12 karat gold filled. One was 14 karat gold filled. I had the agate bracelet. I had the, I guess it's ocean jasper on the torque. Potential, possibly, earrings by, hold on. Miriam Haskell. I found some other comps where it had this texture. I believe that they're Miriam Haskell, but there's no mark on it. Another Murano necklace that are smaller size beads, hand knotted. This was another White House black market. Yeah, another White House black market, all glass, faceted. The Judith Ripka earrings. And then I had what was left here of the Buyer's Choice of all the pretty sterling silver earrings that I think were $5 a pop. And then I had the sterling silver, really beautiful brooch. So I'm going to run this real quick. Did it duplicate it? I don't know. Hold on. I don't know why I didn't duplicate it. Duplicate. Okay, here we go. Move to stage. Okay, so there it's running. It's really beautiful, dimensional. You can see all the texture in there. And then it's marked sterling. It's written right there. It says sterling. So it's super pretty. And yeah, I actually put it up to the pearl necklace that Felicia ended up buying. It would look pretty on a statement necklace too, like to use it as an extra purpose. But that's beautiful. You're gonna love that. So pretty. They kind of look like magnolias to me, you know? Okay. I hope, Dee, that you go to the grocery store wearing all your pretty lovelies. You know, like I always say to my husband, I need like a place to go to get to wear, you know, I really do. When I go out with my girlfriend, I really try to put on different jewelry, enough to the point where people might actually comment, you know what I mean? But there you go. Okay. So yeah. So is there any other calls? Last call here, I hope I didn't miss anyone's comment or anything. You work from home and you still get dressed up in your jewels. Oh, that makes me so happy, Dee. I love it. That's so great. You know what it makes me think of? I had this, I don't know if it was an article from a newspaper. It was like, it's one of the things that like makes fun of how things were in the 50s where, you know, the husband comes home from work and, you know, he comes in and he's in his suit and the woman is there getting dinner prepared and she's in like a dress with her apron and her 1950s swoopy hairdo. And she comes in and takes his shoes off and gives him his slippers and, you know, the whole like catering to the man, you know, which is not what happens at my house. My husband cooks more than me. I mean, I'll go down and clean, but they just like cooking more than me. But you know, kind of the getting glitzed up, even though that mother just was at home, you know, you can just picture her vacuuming her 1950s house in her heels and dress. It makes me giggle. You know what I mean? So anyways, I appreciate y'all coming. When she say, I believe that looking your best helps you feel your best. I agree 100%. And I take that into the whole workout thing. Like I definitely work out 4 to 5 times a week. I go to Zumba. A couple of my friends, Chrissy and Carrie, you see them in the chat all the time. Their names on the thing are Stimpy and what's the other one? I can't remember the name that they use. But it's my friends from Zumba. Yeah. And it's like a good connection with friends, and you know, everyone motivates each other. And when you don't show up for a while, they're asking you, where are you? You know what I mean? So anyways, my sign fell down. Okay. So, I think we're going to call it a night. If you don't already follow me on YouTube, go follow me at my YouTube page. Lots and lots of videos. And for some reason, I got to contact YouTube because for some reason, I have like 88 posted videos that I've done, and only the last 30 show up. And I don't know if that's just how I view it on my phone, but on all of my devices, it used to show all of my posted videos under the video tab. And for some reason, it's just like not showing them all. I have to find a way to actually speak to somebody at YouTube so I can get an explanation. I don't really know what that's about. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, the grandmas, or when Mother's Day happens and you have children, but then you also have a mother still alive, it's like a special day for lots of people, women in your lives. So enjoy your days with your family. And you guys have a great week. And I'm going to be traveling up to New York on Mother's Day. And I'll be back on Tuesday. I'll hold on to everybody's stuff. What is happy Mother's Day. Okay, duh. All right, thanks. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Take care. Bye. Thanks for coming. Bye.